We're having a little cafecito break, a little coffee break at David's best friend's parents' house. Period. Yeah, we're in Switzerland. And we're just having a little snacky. Chips, peanuts, cheesecake.
Yeah, I was pretty good.
Yeah, it's so good.
No, you're gonna make everybody cry.
But I think one of my favorite highlights was like the outreach in Berlin.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like totally not motivated. I didn't want to go at all. And then I went there and like God moved like in crazy ways, which was like so cool.
Andy was.
So
Yeah.
bold. It was so inspiring. 'Cause
Yeah.
we did outreach together, like in California, and me and Andy like were in the same outreach group, and we would both like literally just like sit there. Sometimes like we would not even talk to each other. We'd just be sitting.
There was a time in Venice Beach where we would just sit on the beach and watch the waves.
And then Andy and Meredith, I can see it, sitting next to each other, like, we should probably be.
I was like, Andy, should we go talk to them? He's like, yeah.
One of the most like impactful, I would say, for me was like being evangelizing at the World Clock, because that was like the first time I ever evangelized, and I got to experience like my heart just like burst with like overwhelming amounts of joy and love. Goal for me was Amsterdam, the national gathering. Like I just felt like this is what I was made to do.
Come on.
Like I just felt like so at home, and like I just felt like I was floating. It felt like a dream. Funny moment. Probably getting my luggage.
Okay, I think for me, like the coolest moment, honestly, like all the Netherlands, but the national gathering was so cool. Just like being here last year and just seeing like the impact and the growth in 1 year, it blew my mind. And then just like, yeah, the hosts in the Netherlands are like good friends, and so just seeing them all on fire and believing for what they're doing and seeing how excited they were getting with how God was moving, I was just blown away. Funny highlights, dude, sleeping in the van when we had bed bugs.
No.
Love that. And then we did it. The bed had bed bugs. We just had to sleep in the van.
Yeah,
That was
great.
But then actually,
That was so funny.
more funny was when our license plate got stolen, and then I went to the high school to try to find who had done it. And like as I'm going there, I get a call from David. He's like, "Don't be soft. It's like, get that kid."
Yeah.
A fat kid in gray sweats and a white hoodie, and I was like, went up to the.
There's not many
So we went to the school, and with the host, we were translating. I was like, "Hey, we saw a fat kid with sweats on and a white hoodie."
That's crazy.
good ones.
I feel like something memorable, honestly, was probably yesterday. I feel like my favorite was like me and Mare evangelizing, because something broke off us. Like it was just so good. Like it was so good. Like both of us
You guys were
evangelizing.
literally both glowing when you came back. You were like,
It was so fun. Like I have not seen us like this bold before. Like it was crazy. Yeah, it was awesome. Funny moment. I don't know. I feel like there's so much. Probably you teaching us Chubby Bunny. I love that.
So that Flixbus ride is so cool.
imagine if that Flixbus ride was like after our crazy weekend.
Like all the guys were stopping like
That'd be
20
nuts.
minutes.
No
like, that
food,
driver,
no
like,
food at all.
oh, man.
Also getting my finger slammed and going to the ER. That was pretty
Alright,
funny. No, honestly, like looking back, that was actually kind of funny. But
Whoa, that's crazy.
it was pretty funny.
Highlight.
Which is David is not.
Just David and John.
We loved it.
Alright, Julia.
Alright, Julia's up. Alright, everyone listen up.
Okay, my favorite thing. Okay, every time when we go evangelize, I love it so much. But yeah, I think my favorite time was when we were in Handholt. And all these small girls when they were dancing, like when in the beginning all these like all these teenagers, they were like just worshiping and they didn't even raise their hands. So true. But at the end when they were like dancing and worshiping God, it was so beautiful. And then when we were talking with them, they're like, yes, they were really excited. And yeah, I think it was one of the best memories for me.
You guys lit something up.
So
That room.
That was so
It was so
crazy.
fun.
Yeah. Okay. One of the funniest moments. Actually, I wanted to say many of you guys what you said, but I'll just add the moment when Marina broke her finger. and
Guys.
when me and Nick we stayed in the car.
Oh my
That was like that was like the craziest moment. And
Guys, literally.
yeah, like when we were in the car and
Oh, that was fun.
yeah, when Nick, just like we're talking, Nick's coke and it just explode everywhere. And it was just
Like Coke
coke.
exploded.
I put Mentos in it.
She dropped a gummy, right?
Literally dropped sour gummies in a perfectly opened, full 2-liter sized Coke bottle.
I was like, look, it's Marina. And he looked back and I put this token towards the back and I said, oh no! I closed this coke and I'm like, and then
And no, we were silent for about 5 minutes
yeah, we were
laughing.
like laughing, we couldn't even talk and then he looked at me, he's like, what did you just do? That was
She's
like, oh no. Yeah, that was like one.
No, that was
It's the
insane.
utter shock after like you know what that would do.
Literally.
She's like,
I'm like, what did you expect? And then for the rest of that whole time waiting, we were both just so sticky. We were sticky.
Everything was
Everything. And her hands were like this. Like, it was crazy.
And also one more thing, it's baptizing this girl in the ocean. It was.
That was so cool.
Yeah, that was so cool. I just like Mer and Kate. You're crazy.
That was so.
I love it.
Legends.
Fairy wings.
Okay, that's my highlight.
Honestly, my highlight, I think it was David in Karlsruhe that he like got so wrecked by God, because I truly believe that God wants to use him mightily.
Come on.
And then one funny moment was when we were at this little bakery in Berlin. Can you remember?
Yes,
in Germany. Where we bought all of the cake.
Yes, we bought everything. And Aaron paid for
probably
it.
the best sandwich I've ever had in your life.
Hey, but the Carol story when we had communion and all these kind of things.
Yeah.
What?
With the Muslim guy.
Yeah, Karen.
Oh,
No,
This
God.
is
bad.
crazy. This is one
That's
of my favorites.
So true.
Yeah, and then also
He got saved.
just like seeing people getting on fire and just like so hungry. People are coming a second time to our stops, following us, or just like
Yeah.
After she was dead, and they were like, the mafia opened the ring, like, mafia open your eyes, and like Yulia opened her eyes. She was like, and I was like,
that's why I don't
No,
like
the night before, after everyone left, it's just me and Ines at the host house, and she turns to me, she's like, I hate that game.
No,
I love it.
I
She was
was-
like, it's too easy to manipulate.
I was blown away when I opened my eyes and I saw Detective wake up and Marina woke up. Bro, and she's like that, and then Aaron's like, she is the mafia. And then the next round, Meredith's like, I am the detective. And then Marina's like,
I don't think so.
Marina's like, why do you say that? How come you
I will say,
Stephanie?
I have never felt more stupid in my life when we got to the end of the game and then I all stood up and I was like,
No, my favorite thing with Mafia was when Chonko was like to Kate, if you're Mafia, it's like the most unexpected thing I've ever seen, ever.
Yeah, Kate got drunk on
He
so
killed me straight. It's okay.
After he looked at me, he pulled me aside, he's like, you're way too good at that.
This is crazy because you're so quick to forget all these moments and talking about.
It's fun talking about it.
Right. So much happened. So there's obviously so many moments to pick from, but one of my highlights was actually with David when we got in Amsterdam when we had to pick up the mic stand for JP and the iPad. And
Side eye.
we had a great conversation, and we also I had no data and his phone died, so it was really difficult to get back, but it was funny. It was really funny. Like, trying to figure out how do we get back. So that was definitely a highlight for me. Funny moment. Flixbus. Like we were we just bought like something at this gas station.
Yeah.
And Marina turns around and the bus is not there. I was like, they left. What did you say?
I was like, Jonas, is that our bus leaving?
And we both ran outside.
We ran.
Oh my god.
That was really fun.
That was scary. And then we see Ines running.
No, that was a moment where I felt like this mother thing, like, oh, I need to fight for my kids right now. And I was yelling at this bus driver, and he was like, no. It's just like, oh my gosh.
It's crazy to be in my own country and seeing those things. Seeing people like him getting so encountered is just, is really, it's, yeah. Stories like that from CR, or like seeing God move and touching people in America, but in Germany, like this is new to me, and yeah, I don't know.
Just a quick thing highlight. Dude, there was something special about Herrnhut. Being there, the history and the kids at the event.
Oh, yeah.
So that was like just kind of the lady showing us like the history. That was like, because we listened to the podcast, I heard so many stories from before, and actually being there like and seeing the history, that was really cool. And then at the event, like I was talking with just like the 3 German kids who were like helping me with the technique, and they were so sweet. They were like such a good English, so helpful. Like high school, like not even like middle school. I don't know. They were like 14 years old, and they were so happy to help me. And I was like, so what do you want to do? One of them is like, yeah, I want to study this, but I also like going to church. And then they're telling me that they're like in foster care or adopted. I was like, kids, like local kids. That was so.
Wow.
In Katwijk with Aaron and the kids, because the son, the pastor's kid, the pastor's kid, he came back from school and he was like playing on his phone. So I was like talking with him, hey, let's stop playing games, let's do something else. And he's like, you're a Christian, right? I have some Christian CD, let's play it. So we go to his room, we turn on like this old TV. He's probably like 14, and it's like literally straight up. And we just, he starts a party.
That video is wild.
He kept doing this split. Not stop down into the split.
He's like, look at this.
Every move he would just end in the splits. The songs were crazy.
Full splits into a jump.
Coolest moment, I would say, honestly, like I feel like Paris was like slept on.
Yeah.
I feel like when we were there, obviously like, I didn't know anybody, and so like I didn't really know even like what it was gonna look like, and so just like showing up, I connected like super good with like Zach Horst, and so just like connecting with him, connecting with some of the people on that tour too, like meeting you guys, playing with you guys for the first time. I don't know, that was like just like a super cool like moment that like, it's special that like in a couple hours like you could put together something that's like incredible like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
That worship set was.
it's like cool to see how like the faithfulness to like what God's doing in people's lives to get to that point to where like you can have the ability to do that is like truly incredible. And it's something that like had like impacted me a lot because it's like it's a really big deal. Also just like the weight of like understanding like the mission of like why we're here, what we're doing, like all of the time and preparation behind like this whole thing is crazy. You know what I mean? Like I didn't really like know that it was like that because like Nick was busy, so he was kind of not responding. So I didn't know like what was going on.
Yeah. I was like, you in or you out?
Yeah. Funny moment.
There was no funny moment.
Oh, there's a lot of funny moments.
So many.
He has.
No.
He has a lot.
I think the funniest thing is like, obviously like on the FaceTime call, like just assuming what everyone's gonna be like, and like getting here and it's just like not what you think.
Yeah.
People were like funny. I don't know. I was curious. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was funny. I'm trying to think. Oh, honestly, getting like breathalyzed.
That was so funny.
That was kind of
You still have it?
Yeah, it's my.
You gotta bring that home.
Yeah.
Couple more, guys. And then, okay, I think, yeah, so much has already been said, but favorite moment was, overall, for me, my favorite moments on the tour was Amsterdam National Gathering, Paris Gathering, and then my encounter at not
The Hague.
at the Hague, not the Hague night, but before the night was my favorite moment. Yeah, those three things were really insane. I think God was marking me in crazy different ways. Also, the National Gathering in Paris, just like how it's just like it's so cool to see like it all come through, and it just the weight of that being off your shoulders. Like, God, you really did just do this. Thank you for bringing people, and so many people got encountered, and yeah, Amsterdam was insane. Like, where the fruit of what that is going to bring for the future is like none of us can comprehend it right now. And then yeah, those were crazy moments. But okay, sorry, I keep switching up. I think my number one moment actually was the Ruben in Cato's house. That is the definition. That was like my favorite moment of all of tour so far. Just getting to like it's just like the definition of that slow, chill morning, coffee with just you guys and friends and laughing and hanging out and making coffee and all of it. It was like the definition of like I felt so loved. We read the story, everything.
Having communion.
This is my story, not yours. So all that was amazing. Funny moments, for sure. Your house, Elizabeth, highlight is so insane. And then what was else? Yeah, too many to count. Oh yeah, the moment Yulia putting Mentos in my coat. That was probably the funniest moment all of tour. I haven't laughed that hard in my life.
I never loved
It was insane. We keep saying I was speechless for 6 minutes. It was insane. Okay, your turn.
Mine's not a specific highlight, but it's a general highlight overall. I think, it's a general highlight, and it's it is you guys like getting to like learn and see more of your like personalities every day is literally so special. It's like I get to see like a new little like pearl from everyone or like hear from you guys, and it's literally so sweet. Like it's like shaping me like so much. So.
Wow.
Thanks for like being literally you guys are so amazing. Like I know we said this to a couple people, like you guys literally have been gatekeeping, and I love seeing like how like funny you guys are, and just like so I love learning things about you guys.
We love you. Funny moment. Guys.
Wait, yeah.
I think when it was when we were in Paris, and I thought that I was like doing you guys the biggest favor by putting your clothes in the laundry. Me and Kate, like it took us like 20 minutes to figure out how to turn it on, and we finally got it. We're like, yes.
We were like, we just did that for
Yes, I was like, we can go to bed. Like, yay, we did the thing. And then the next morning, they're like, why didn't you put my clothes in the wash in the dryer? I was like, I did.
You were like, we
no, they're
did.
soaking wet. Like they're literally like, they're in the wash. And I was like, no, I literally moved them over to the left. And they're like, that's the washer. And I was like, oh yeah. Oopsie. I washed them again.
So we just switched from one washer to the other washer.
Yes.
You heard the water running and just
No, that's
so bad.
That's what vlogging is like.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
I just like imagine watching this video, like when we're sharing like our moments in like in 2 months, or like after the tour, like in 1 year, watching this video, we're sharing our like funny moments. I'll make a video from this, and it will be fun.
Promise?
Promise. And then you do here.